Hi, my name is Rick Palomino. Welcome to episode 15. I'm making a series of videos to help the stroke survivor through the trauma and stress of trying to recover with a limited, special, unique perspective. I've actually had a stroke. And to a degree, I've recovered. I went from flat on my back, unable to speak. My full story starts with episode 1. But basically, I've made enormous strides over the last 20 years. Whatever your level of recovery, it does not end after a certain amount of time. Stroke is not like getting the flu. Recovery, in most cases, never ends for most of us. And definitely you want to maintain what progress you make. This is what I have to do to maintain, like a car. If you don't do basic maintenance, the car falls apart. And the human body is the same way. Like the exercise, for instance, the exercise mat that opened the video. It's rolled up. The natural tendency after a stroke for the muscles is spasticity, and they roll up again. So it's your job every day to unroll the mat. Plus, with age, most of us are getting older. Everyone's getting older, but some of us are getting very old. And we tend to exercise less to begin with and stretch less, even if you hadn't had a stroke. So inactivity is the enemy of the body. By the way, be careful. I'm not suggesting you push it beyond your capabilities. I wouldn't want to cause anyone trouble by making them believe anything is totally possible. Take it measured, progressively, and lay off if you show any signs of stress at all. These are the couple of exercises and behaviors. I've classed them into physical exercise, mental exercise, and then behaviors that I do all the time, still. For instance, my physical exercise. Obviously, I bike ride. I golf. I'm old. Come on, give me a break. And I had a stroke, God. But every day I start my day, if you speak non-Boston English, with at least 20 minutes of assorted calisthenics stretches. 10 minutes minimally in the morning and 10 minutes in the evening. Depending on your condition, you can adjust those numbers up or down. I do several minutes of simple stretching exercises every day, for instance. This is my typical morning. I get up in the morning, eat breakfast, and then I go to my tennis ball and perform a basic, I don't know what they call it, but I'll detail it by showing you how it looks. What you're going to do is sit down on hopefully a rug, take a tennis ball and put it below the pressure point where your sciatic and the controlling tendons for this area is located, and then you can know where it is because it would feel, when you sit on it, you can feel the pain. And if it doesn't feel painful, move the ball a little, roll around. And then, when you find the right position for pain, then just put one leg like that for 30 seconds. Then when you're done, reverse the sides and go through another 30 seconds. What I do is planks. I do not many, only one, and I hold it for 80 to 120 seconds, but that's my limit. I could push it more, but I'm not pushing myself. I'm just maintaining. You know, I'm 77, so give me a break. Then I perform downward facing dog, which is a yoga move. And you can look it up. Downward facing dog is the yoga move I do. Then my next move is roughly 15 push-ups to make sure I'm alive. And then I follow that by a yoga, I think it's yoga. I learned that in yoga book I read once. And it's basically stretching again by moving backwards. And you assume a backwards pose. Stretching of any sort is good to counteract the effects of spasticity, which so far I can't find anything that says this is a magic cure for spasticity forever and ever. So anything else is temporary, and if you find 100% cure, comment below so I can find out what it is. Then I do, every once in a while, by the way, I work with my balance board for balance, so I showed you that in another video. Obviously, you can do daily activity, like walking. I do biking. I walk sometimes. You have to get minimally 20 minutes of cardio a day. And to get any benefit at all, minimally 20. And I'm not talking an electric bike, by the way. I see so many people today who should be pedaling, riding these electric bikes, and they're not going that much faster than I do, but they're getting no exercise. And then obviously you can do weights, whatever level you're at, or calisthenics of different kinds. You know, there's many possible avenues for exercise. For the mental part, I do math, basic math, because, you know, my brain was screwed up and I had to relearn math and things like that. So, and music helps me a lot. I play the guitar a little and find the music being very good to relearn how to read music, and it brings the brain together. And then I played games like Scrabble for word choice. Then I have also a suggestion. If you want to speak better, singing helps a lot. I wouldn't sing publicly. I don't sing publicly anymore. Well, I never did, so nothing gained by that comment. But singing, you have to, it's good for your phrasing and breathing. Okay, habits and behaviors are another area. In my case, kneeling down, for instance, I use the right side, my stroke affected side. Anytime I kneel, bend over, I try or reach for a plate. My natural inclination is to reach now with the left because it's much easier being not affected by the stroke. But my stroke side, I reach up out of just giving me a stretch and more effort, but I'm naturally right-handed, so I should reach with my right. So even though it's more effort, or to get a cup or anything, to do anything, work with tools. Work on repairing the damage to you from, in my case, the right side rather than the left. I will also watch that my lip is not drooping or my shoulder not hiking too much, and as I realize sometimes under the stress of making a video, then I get into the habit of it's drooping. I'd reverse it. Try to remember to reverse it. And then watch out for not drooling at dinner. It's very embarrassing. Sometimes I drool. Everyone has this that has facial spasticity is, I have to work with that side. Hamstrings for me, being a tightly wound person or guy, used to be a good runner but a poor swimmer, and hamstrings tighten up in the old days. Now with the stroke, they're definitely very tight. So every once in a while in walking, I have to perform this move with my affected leg, and basically what I'm doing is holding it for 30 seconds, stretching. Every time I walk a half a mile or more, I have to redo that move just to stretch it again. You should perform exercises like this if you have had a stroke or not, to live a little longer and more fulfilled. If you have had a stroke, this kind of maintenance of the body is essential. You will feel better, and your family and friends will enjoy having you around them longer. So with that, I will leave you and wish you all the best and for speedy recovery. Thank you.